Film cameras come in all different forms, shapes, and sizes, from TLRs to rangefinders, SLRs, medium format cameras, compact point and shoots, and even large format cameras. It's one of the reasons that makes shooting film so much fun. We get the questions, what camera should I get? What's a good camera for beginners? A lot. So in this video, I'm going to share with you, why don't we ask the team here at CineStill? Our team not only works at a film company, but we genuinely love film and are photographers and are passionate enthusiasts with decades of experience among us. This way, you can see some of the cameras that we recommend and some of the cameras that we use on a daily basis. Hey, Koltin, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I got a video.
All right, well, roll the tape. What's your favorite film camera?
One of the 35mm cameras I really enjoy using is the Nikon F2. I love the look of Nikkor non-AI lenses and sought out a body that would take that type of mount. I like taking the time to think through a shot and manually operate in only available light. So the modular option of interchangeable viewfinders and focusing screens was really appealing. There's a mirror lockup for long exposures and a depth of field preview handy for determining what aperture you'd like to use. The body is fully mechanical and can be operated without a battery. However, you can use a battery to turn on the internal light meter. I personally use a 1-degree spot meter. Lastly, the price point of this camera is appealing for anyone starting out, and the lenses can usually be found for a bargain.
Nice, dude. I have an F2 that I shoot with quite often myself, so I feel you on that. Great start to the video, man. Let's go see what everybody else's film camera is right now. Yo, Henry.
What's happening? What up? Whoa, all right. What's happening?
Hey, man, what's your favorite film camera?
All right, hold on one second. Well, it's actually your Pentax, so give it up. No, I'm just playing. Yashica Matte, this LM. Got it for super cheap at like a little market or something, and I just wanted a 6x6 format because I think it like prints perfect, and I'm digging like Vivian Meyer's work right now, and so like you can sneak in those portraits and get it in low like this, and people are always like, oh, that's an old school camera. Like, yeah, and so, but I'm digging it, and then plus it has this really cool address that was marked in there. I don't know whose it was, but they're not getting it back. I'll put mine over there, but yeah, just digging this one.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, man.
Okay, let's go find out who else is in the office I can bother. Yo, Dan.
Oh, hey.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Good. How you going?
What's your favorite film camera?
Well, actually, it is, for sentimental reasons, I carry it around with me all the time. It's my Nikon FG. This little guy's been around the world with me. It's super cheap. It's great for beginners. It was my very first camera, and I can't really recommend it highly enough. It's super fun. It's light, it's tiny, and this one came with a 50 1.8, everything you need, and yeah, it's great. It's good. Carry it around all the time. But the one I really love to shoot is the FM3A. After really practicing with this guy and having a lot of fun and doing all sorts of things, stepped up to this guy, fully mechanical. It's got all the great features from the FE series, but with that mechanical body, and this thing's a tank, and I love it. But yeah, I guess I'm a bit of a Nikon boy.
Nice. You came through dual wheeling today. You were ready.
Yes, and I also have to get back to work, so thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Yep. I'm sorry. I
Anything
will
else?
walk away right
No,
now.
that's great. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Who else? Yo, Sari.
Yo, Linus. Hi.
What is your favorite film camera?
Ooh, I have it right here.
Nice. You want to tell me a little bit about it?
This is Hasselblad 500 cm. This is my very first medium format camera that I got to hold in my hand, and since then, I kind of grew to like it more. I'm very much inspired by the history of it being the first camera that goes to the moon, and then I still love how it feels in my hand. I love the way it sounds when I shoot with it, and I love the square format, the perfect geometry of it, and I love this waist level viewfinder. It's like it always kind of teach me to see the world differently. You know, it takes time to adjust like to learn how to do it, but I love it. I guess maybe I say everything.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon.
Oh, hi.
What's your favorite film camera?
Well, I have so many favorites, it's so hard to choose.
Well, if you had to choose one, which would it be?
Probably the one I made. Ted, don't eat this. So, this beast is a home project from about 10 years ago. It's a combination of 4 or 5 cameras. Originally, I had this lens right here, which is a 4x5 lens, but it's an f2 125 millimeter, so really, really good for night photography. Good for like handheld. I had it on a speed graphic at one point, but then I just got really tired of having to use a rangefinder with it with a ground glass in the back, so I built this camera. And basically what it is it's got this lens here, which is a 125, the focal plane shutter, as well as a leaf shutter inside the lens. The focal plane shutter is from a 2x3 speed graphic, and then the focusing rails are from a 3x4 speed graphic that I cannibalized. And I have the choice of either using the built-in leaf shutter, which goes up to about 30th of a second. I can just shoot it right there. It's self-cocking, which is pretty fun. The coolest thing about this camera, besides how much back pain I've had from carrying around Europe, is that it's a waist level viewfinder, and it's incredibly stable when I'm holding it, and I can focus it live and then shoot. And so I can shoot really low shutter speeds just because it's so heavy and so stable at my waist. I used to almost always shoot FP3000B, RIP, but also it shoots 4x5 with some vignetting. So yeah, this is probably my favorite camera. Probably not the camera I use every day, but it's pretty special.
Amazing. Okay, we're gonna call up Giulia now. She's based in Germany and she is part of our marketing team.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? So yeah, I'm just asking everyone at the office what their favorite film camera is, so I thought I'd give you a ring.
Nice, yeah. My favorite camera is definitely the Mamiya 7, big girl. I really like it because I shoot mostly medium format, and this one allows me to bring it mostly everywhere without having to carry too much weight. It's very handy to carry around, and I think it's great for landscape. Here's some examples of pictures that I took in LA last year, and one from Sweden, the black and white one. Yeah, it's super sharp. I love the 80mm on it, and yeah, I think it's just a perfect medium format camera.
That was perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, who's next? Oh, hey, Emmalee.
Hi.
What's your favorite film camera?
Well, my favorite film camera is my favorite for sentimental reasons because it's my first film camera. So it's the Canon Rebel G, and yes, it was a film camera before it was a digital camera. It's about 20 years old, but it still shoots great, so I still love it. It's nice, light, compact, 35mm. I even have some 50D 35 in here right now.
Nice.
But when I want to just shoot for fun, I like my Holga 120, which has the color flash here, so it's kind of fun to use. And this camera gives you the vignetting on the negatives, so it's kind of fun. Simple camera to just point and shoot, and you get some fun negatives.
Awesome. Sweet. Thank you so much. Yo, Brian.
Oh, hey.
Hey, what is your favorite film camera?
Wow, film cameras. I have so many. Well, let's go with medium format.
Okay.
Probably Rolleiflex, the SL66.
You want to show me?
Sure. Yeah, this is probably my favorite camera of the last 10 years that I've been using. Yeah, this is the SL66. It's a 6x6 medium format camera. It has interchangeable lenses. So this is actually the 50 Distagon, which is a really awesome wide angle lens. And one of the coolest parts about it is the focusing is in the body. So you actually can change any lens out and still use the focusing on the body, and you can actually tilt shift it. So this thing called Scheibenflug effect, and it actually makes it so that you can focus one part of the scene further away than another part, which is a really cool effect. So actually another cool thing about this is you can be shooting any one of the Rolleiflex lenses, and you can actually dismount it and reverse mount it. And you may wonder, why would you ever do that? It's because it actually makes it into a super macro lens. So I can focus about this far away. And then also, one of the main reasons I love this camera is for the lenses that come with it and the lenses that we've adapted to it. So like these awesome IMAX projection lenses, we've modified and ground down and put adapters on it so that you can actually put them on the SL66. And since the focusing is in the body, you don't need to mess with a helicoid or anything. So this is actually a projection lens, 50mm f2, so it's super shallow depth of field, super sharp, made by Schneider. And it was originally meant for like projecting in small theaters or like IMAX experiences at like the Science Center somewhere or something like that. And it just has this really cool dreamy effect and it's like super sharp. The Schneider 105 f2 and this one, this nice little guy, creates super dreamy portraits.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so this is probably my most prized camera.
Okay, I'm gonna give Steve, our head of marketing, a call. He lives in Rochester, New York, so let's throw him a line.
What's up?
Hey, we're doing this My Favorite Film Cameras video. We wanted to add you to the roster. What is good?
Sweet. So then I get to talk about my favorite film camera then, which is right now the Canon QL17 III. This is my favorite film camera because it was the first film camera I ever bought. I bought it before I went to Iceland on a trip with friends, and I knew that I didn't want to have a digital camera or something where I had to go through files. I wanted something tangible, and so I thought I should get a film camera, and I got some film, and I just haven't stopped shooting since, and that was before I even started working for a film company. And so I love this camera because it's really quiet, really small for a rangefinder. They call it a poor man's Leica for a reason. It's got a very sharp 1.7 lens, and yeah, I love it. So I highly recommend it if you're getting into film. How was that?
That was great, Steve. Thank you so much. Yo, 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 are you heading to lunch?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did I scare you?
Yeah.
Yo, what's your favorite film camera?
I would have to say the Olympus XA.
Okay.
XA2 actually. Small, compact, fits right into the pockets. It's pretty much a point and shoot. Take it wherever I want, do some street photography. And the good thing is, I could attach a little flash to it, right here, and now it's perfect for low light.
Nice.
All right.
Sweet, dude.
All right, I'm gonna go to lunch.
Have a good lunch, man. Hey, Matt.
Get the camera out of my face.
Can I ask you what your favorite film camera is first?
Yeah. It's my Leica M3. Has a 35 on it right now. With the goggles. You need the goggles because you need to have the frame lines. An M3 only has 50mm frame lines, so if you want 35, you need to have the goggles on it. But yeah, this is my camera. It's been everywhere with me. It's basically my travel buddy. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks.
Get the camera out of my face.
Yes, sir. Okay. Finally, it is my turn to tell y'all what my favorite film camera is. My favorite film camera is the... One second. I'm getting a call from Andre. Hello? No, I didn't forget about you. I was gonna call you right after this. You've got a video for me? Okay, well, I'm gonna edit this video, so I'll just put it right in the video, like right now.
Hey Linus, my favorite film camera is the Leica M2, which for me is just about the best and simplest 35mm fully mechanical rangefinder camera that I've ever used. I love the fact that the viewfinder has frame lines for 35, 50, and 90mm, which are all shown independently. The great feel in the hand, and particularly this little 50mm f2.8 Elmar collapsible lens. It makes the entire setup really compact and great as a daily driver. The depth of field scale on this lens is extremely legible and makes it great for zone focusing. And One of my favorite features, this little infinity lock style focusing tab, allows me to not have to change my grip throughout the entire focusing range of the lens. Back to you.
Okay, Andre, thank you so much for sending that in. Now, without any further ado, my favorite film camera. You guys definitely have no idea what this is. You'll never be able to guess it. So let me just go grab it really quick right now. My favorite film camera is the Pentax 6x7. Yeah, you guessed it, I use it in every video ever. This is a medium format SLR that I love with all my heart. I have spent so much time with different film cameras that did not feel like such an effortless extension of my vision and creativity like this camera. It might not be that for everyone, but for me, I pick up this camera and I'm able to shoot exactly what I want to every single time. It's got some great lenses. This one right here, this huge one with the dent in it, is a 55 f3.5. Super wide, super sweet. And then my pride and joy, the 90mm 2.8. I shoot pretty much every piece of conceptual work, every landscape, every portrait on this lens. I truly don't know what I would do without this camera. It completely changed my life and makes me love film photography every day. So yeah, as you can see here at CineStill, we love a variety of different film cameras. Whether it's because we love the way the camera works or it has some sort of sentimental value to it, we all love our film cameras for different reasons. But just as a reminder, you don't need an expensive film camera to take great photos. All you need is a camera, some film, and a love for photography. And hey, we just hit 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube, which is amazing. In celebration, we're giving away 10 rolls of film to someone who subscribes, likes, and comments their favorite film camera down below. As always, I'm Linus, this is CineStill, and I'll see you next time.